What's going on, folks? So, I got a bit of a deep dive here for you all today. It's been quite a while since I've done one of those. I like to try to sprinkle them in periodically because it's always fun kind of checking out a band that like I'd never heard of before, or, things like that. So, anywho, the name of this band is Acanthus, and the name of the song is From the Bottom. And that's fitting, this being a deep dive and all, and make sure you got your scuba gear and your oxygen tank topped off, and you got the buddy system going on. You're tethered to somebody or what have you, because we're diving in. And the name of the song is From the Bottom, so we're going down, and let's see what we find. Could be a treasure, but it also could be an old boot or something that we find. So hopefully we find some good stuff down there, and yeah, let's just dive on in and see what we got. Rangers, go. Wow. Well, we definitely found some treasure, folks. We definitely found some treasure down there. Wow, it really, really impressive stuff here. I mean, everything is top notch, and those vocals, though, wow. But those vocals, though, really, really awesome vocals. I loved her voice, just her range and her delivery, and just the movement of her voice as she's, delivering the lines and stuff. Just smooth and just really, really well done. She's got a lot of power in her voice. Like I said before, she's got that range really going into those higher notes and just phenomenal vocals. Phenomenal vocals. So that was super impressive. But also the whole package was incredibly impressive. And I really like the structure of this song. It has that kind of journey feel to it as opposed to kind of like a standard like structured song. This just really has time to breathe and really get you into the mindset, of the music thematically and all that good stuff. And yeah, just that journey sort of approach. It reminds me of kind of like old school Nightwish, where either the songs are, they're not like 3-minute songs. Like they just really have time to breathe. And yeah, I mean, just feels like a journey. So yeah, really, really cool. I loved all of the symphonic elements. They were lovely and never overtook the song. They just kind of provided a really nice backdrop of, adding to kind of the grandiosity of the song and the scope of the song. So I thought the symphonic elements were done wonderfully. And I really like the guitar. Like, there's certain times where the guitar isn't as present, but then it kind of comes in like with a few like heavy kind of riffs, and then it stops, and then it kind of comes in again, and it really like emphasizes the certain moments. And I just really like the tone of the guitars too. They're kind of heavy, but not like overbearingly so. So yeah, just the way that they would come in sometimes to emphasize, and then also when they were more present, just the riffs, and again, just the tone of the guitar was really great. And I love like the solo, the guitar solo there in the bridge was awesome. And like the bridge, it was almost like right in the middle of the song, and it was like quite extended, just kind of instrumentals and stuff. And I thought that was really nice. Again, just allowing the song to breathe like that, but it never got redundant in there. You kind of have the solo, and then you have some of the symphonic stuff and like some of the keyboard like kind of in there, and then when it kind of picks up again, you have the vocals kind of come in, just singing like these notes. And yeah, I just really, really enjoyed that. And the drums, there were some cool things done with the drums, some nice fills. I love the part like with the cymbal was really neat. And yeah, I mean, just everything put together was very well done. I love how the song started out. Again, it's kind of an extended like musical intro with the symphonics and again, killer keyboard work. And then that's when kind of the guitar comes in a little bit, and then you have the verses, and they're kind of soft, and and it's like even like the first like chorus, it all kind of like bleeds in together. And at first I was thinking, I was like, this song, it could really use like the chorus kind of like escalating a bit, to contribute to that sort of grandiose feel. But for like the first half of the song until you get to the long like kind of instrumentals, it all stays relatively subdued to a degree, even the chorus. But then after that, it does kind of escalate, which is really cool because it almost has like a slow burn sort of feel to it. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's atmospheric kind of with the music and even like the vocals, and it's really neat. But it kind of like builds up a bit. And the instrumentals were sick, and then, like I said, the chorus and the parts like after that, it really kind of does, it gets some more oomph to it. Her voice really kind of it gets some more of that range in there. And yeah, I just thought that was a really, really nice way to do it. And Yeah, and so I was like completely like pleased with that. I was like, okay, yeah, I take back my thoughts like halfway through the song, like they're delivering here, and this was the intent, the whole time. And it's just a really pleasant song, and it's arranged really well, and yeah, I mean, all the individual parts were great, and they all work together really well. And those vocals, though, I mean, really impressive stuff. So this is a band I'm definitely going to keep my eye on. Not sure if they have like an album, on the horizon or anything. I'm going to have to look into them quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, wow, a really, really impressive piece here. So super, super, really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. These folks have some top-notch talent here. So anywho, that's that. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? I mean, what did you think? Have you heard of this band before? Like, have you heard other songs from them? What's their deal? Like, do they have an album out already? Or do you know if there's one on the way? All that good stuff. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I shall catch you all next time. Ranger out.